On a platform called dataannotation.tech, people are getting paid to train AI. The exact AI everyone's scared will take their job. $10 to $19 an hour. Just a short skills test and a login. No degree, no portfolio required. That's not a glitch, it's the first clue. I cross-checked 2 independent breakdowns of what's actually paying online in 2026, not one blogger's guess. 10 distinct methods came out the other side. Real platforms, real numbers, still active right now. The highest earner on this list has nothing to do with prompting ChatGPT. AI isn't a lottery ticket, it's a lever. Some of these 10 pay tonight, in cash you can check by morning. Others build something quieter, a template, a list, a small tool that keeps paying long after you've stopped showing up to it. Mixing up which is the actual reason most people quit after week 1. Not the AI part, the patience part. 10 levers, ranked by how fast each one pays you back, not by how a listicle writer felt like ordering them. The first one's already sitting inside an app you probably have open right now, doing nothing but scrolling. Number 1, and you already met it, AI Microtasks. Data labeling, transcription cleanup, testing how a chatbot responds. Dataannotation.tech and Outlier.ai are the 2 names that keep showing up. $10 to $19 an hour, no application beyond the short skills test, paid out the same week. It's the lowest ceiling on this list and the fastest floor. That's exactly why it's first. I read the research so you don't have to. Every video here is built from credible, well-sourced articles. Subscribe for more. Number 2 takes the same idea and pulls the ceiling off. AI-powered freelancing. Website building in Framer, copywriting, design, video editing, sped up by tools like Midjourney and ChatGPT, then sold through Upwork or Fiverr at rates that have nothing to do with how fast the AI worked and everything to do with how good your judgment is. The freelancers charging real rates aren't the ones prompting fastest. They're the ones editing the AI's raw output until a client can't tell it came from a machine at all. $50 to $200 and up per project once you're doing branded, specialized work instead of generic tasks. That's still not the highest earner on this list. We're saving that one. But it's the fastest way to jump from microtask money to real freelance rates. Number 3, AI prompt engineering. This is the one people scroll past because selling prompts sounds like a joke. It isn't. PromptBase exists as a real marketplace for exactly this. Polished, tested prompts for tools like Midjourney and ChatGPT, sold individually or bundled into packs on your own Gumroad store. $20 to $50 for a well-made pack, sold over and over without rebuilding it each time. The catch nobody mentions, a prompt that actually sells took you dozens of failed attempts to get right. You're not selling words, you're selling the hours you already burned figuring out which words work. Number 4, online tutoring and coaching. Preply, Superprof, Tutor.com. None of these are new, and none of them are really AI platforms. Here's where it gets interesting. AI isn't the thing tutors are selling. It's the thing quietly doing an hour of unpaid prep work for free, building the lesson plan, generating practice quizzes, summarizing a textbook chapter, while the tutor sets their own hourly rate and keeps the difference. Same pattern as prompt engineering, just flipped. One sells the output of AI directly, the other uses AI to work faster, then sells their own time at a price AI can't touch. Because a parent isn't paying for a worksheet, they're paying for a person who notices their kid is stuck and explains it a second, different way. 2 methods, same underlying math. Figure out which part of the work AI can't do and price yourself around that part, not the part AI already does for free. 4 down, 6 to go, and the next one is where most people quietly overcomplicate a task that takes 10 minutes. Number 5, social media management, powered by AI. Small businesses need consistent posting and don't have time for it. Captions, hashtags, scheduling, basic analytics, run through Hootsuite or Buffer, with AI drafting the first pass and you editing it into something that actually sounds like the brand. Roughly $13 to $25 an hour for one client, more once you're managing 3 or 4 accounts on the same retainer. Finding the clients is the actual bottleneck here, more than the AI skill itself. Most people landing these retainers aren't scrolling freelance boards, they're emailing 5 local business owners a week and closing 1. 5 methods in. All 5 share the same shape, Someone pays you for an hour, you deliver the hour, the money stops the moment you stop. That's just how hourly work behaves. And it's exactly where the next 5 methods split off from the first 5. From here forward, the goal shifts away from renting out your time and toward building something once that keeps earning after you've moved on to the next thing. A template, a video, a subscriber list, a store. Same lever from the opening, different kind of pull. The first 5, you're pulling the lever yourself every single time. The next 5 build a lever that pulls itself. 5 methods that pay you today. 5 designed to still be paying you a year from now. Worth knowing which is which before you decide where your first weekend goes. Number 6. Digital products. Templates, printables, mini courses, planner kits. Built once, sold on Etsy or Gumroad as many times as someone's willing to buy them. No inventory, no shipping, no client calls at 9 p.m. $20 to $40 per sale is the realistic range for a single well-made template. The real number is smaller than people expect in the first month, and then does something hourly work never does. It keeps generating sales in July from a product nobody's touched since April. That gap between the first sale and the 50th is where most people quit. The real filter is patience, not talent. Number 7. Content creation. A niche YouTube channel or blog, monetized through ad revenue, sponsorships, and affiliate links once there's an audience worth paying for. The part almost every beginner gets backwards. Going broad feels safer, but going narrow is what actually gets found. One very specific topic, covered better than anyone else covering it, beats 10 generic topics covered adequately. 6 and 7 both run on the same delay. Nothing happens for weeks. Then, if it was built correctly, it doesn't stop happening. 3 left, and the next one is the method most likely already sitting, half-finished, in someone's inbox right now. Number 8. Email newsletters. Substack, Beehive, the tools do the sending and the billing. Your job is picking one specific thing to be the go-to voice on, then showing up in someone's inbox often enough that they start expecting you. A newsletter monetizes 3 ways: sponsors paying for a slot in front of your list, paid subscriber tiers, and affiliate links drop naturally into what you're already writing. The part people miss: a newsletter with 3,000 genuinely engaged subscribers in a narrow niche often earns more per subscriber than a YouTube channel with 50,000 scattered ones. Attention concentrated beats attention spread thin. Number 9. Affiliate marketing. Amazon Associates, ClickBank, Flipkart affiliate for anyone building outside the US. You recommend something, someone buys through your link, you get a cut. No product to build, no inventory, no customer support inbox at midnight. Here's the part that quietly kills most affiliate attempts before they start earning anything. Recommending things you've never actually used. Audiences can tell. The accounts making real commission money in 2026 aren't the ones stuffing links into every sentence. They're the ones who mention a product twice a month, genuinely, because it sold something. 9 down. Every single one so far has been something you could start this week with a laptop and no budget. Number 10 is different. Number 10 is the only one on this list that starts to look like an actual company. Number 10. No-code AI chatbots and Microtasks. The odd one out on this list. The only method that doesn't run on your personal hourly rate at all. Instead of freelancing your time or selling something once, you build a small, focused piece of software. A customer service chatbot, a lead capture bot, a simple tool solving one specific problem for one specific type of business. No computer science degree required, just a no-code AI builder and a clear enough problem to solve. $50 to $200 and up for a single chatbot build is the realistic starting point for a client project. But the version worth paying attention to isn't the one-time build. It's charging monthly for hosting and updates instead of walking away after delivery. The same work, restructured as a subscription instead of a single invoice. This is the highest paying method on the entire list. It's also the slowest to start. Every other method here you could begin tonight. This one usually takes a full working weekend just to get a first version functioning. And most people who attempt it quit at exactly the point where the AI-generated draft looks almost right but not quite. 10 methods, laid out end to end. 5 you can start before you go to bed tonight, for the cost of a coffee. 4 that build slowly, then quietly compound. 1 that asks for real effort up front and pays the most once it's actually running. That's the full list. What matters more than any single number on it is what you do with the next 90 seconds. Go back to the start of this video. Someone on dataannotation.tech getting paid by the hour to train the AI that's supposed to replace them. That's not irony, that's the entire idea in miniature. The same technology creating the threat is also generating the paycheck, if you're standing close enough to actually pull it. That's what a lever means, now that all 10 are on the table. A lottery ticket asks you to hope. A lever asks what you already have. An hour, a skill, an audience, even just attention to detail, and multiplies it. 10 different lever lengths, sitting in the same room, and most people leave without touching any of them. Nobody's suggesting you try all 10. Pick the one matching what you already have this week, a free hour tonight, or a skill you've been sitting on for years, and pull that one properly before reaching for a second. Short on time this month? Start with the first 5. They pay in days. Got more runway? The last 5 are where the actual leverage lives. The gap between someone earning nothing from AI and someone earning real money from it comes down to one thing: who actually started. If this kind of breakdown, real platforms, real numbers, no hype, is useful, subscribing keeps more of it coming. eMoney Insight. No noise, just alpha. Which of these 10 are you actually going to try first?